What up? Tonight things are gonna get a little bit metal with Trillium's Mettle Double IPA. So this one I've never tried before. That's one of the several double IPAs from Trillium. It's 8.4% alcohol. It was bottled on December 10th, so exactly a week old. Super fresh, so very exciting. And this one features an intense dual dry hop treatment of Amarillo and Citra, which is a little interesting because Amarillo is more of a classic grapefruit orangey IPA hop, to my taste at least, maybe a little bit herbal, and Citra is very tropical fruity, passion fruity, with some nice sort of garlicky aromatic sometimes. So I wonder if one will win out or they'll kind of combine really well. And this beer also uses pale rye, wheat, and triticale. And triticale is actually a hybrid between rye and wheat. So there should be a nice soft tartness with a little bit of spiciness. But they're all kilned to be very pale, so it's going to be a super pale beer. And I can see it, just in the bottle itself. It's pretty clear. Seems like Trillium's beers, some of them have been a little bit less hazy these days than usual. So I can see my finger really well through it. Very pale. And they also make a couple versions of this. I think one that's like single hop to a Citra that's called Speed Metal, and then a heavy metal that's even stronger. But I'm not a big fan of really strong double IPAs. 8.4% is a perfect strength for an IPA in my opinion. I don't need more booze. What I want is just more hops. I already got a whiff of it, as usual, from Trillium when you open the bottle. And this is very intense yellow, golden urine color. Looks very nice, with the nice cascading of the bubbles happening there, creating a real thick creamy head, just like just about every Trillium beer. And you can see through it pretty well. And it glows very nicely. It's a finely bubbled head. Oh my gosh, and it's very, very juicy smell. Ooh, yes. This is very sweet nectary beer. A big explosion of every kind of hard candy in the world. It's orangey, it's peachy, it's passion fruity, and it's not really herbal and dank. At least at this point, usually gets a little danker as it warms up. And there's just a touch of musk, but it's super, super, super juicy. This smells very good. I guess they say nectarine if you want to get a little more specific about the kind of flavor. Maybe clementine and mandarin orange. I'm not really noticing any rye spiciness, but I think I noticed some wheat tartness, and it seems like the the little bit of wheat that Trillium adds to a lot of their IPAs helps bring out the juiciness with the sort of tartness and body that you get from using wheat malts, and I think it makes their beers just only better. And maybe just a little bit of berries in there, but it's not quite like their Sleeper Street IPA I had yesterday with the Eldorado hop that makes it really melony. And this is very tropical. It's very pineapple-y too. And nice, sweet, slightly cotton candy-ish malt going on in there. Which is a hint of some kind of heat spice, but it doesn't smell boozy at all. Yeah, that first sip is not too bitter. It's real juicy. and not much alcohol. Heat. The body isn't quite light. I would say it's medium, but it's not syrupy, even though it has a sort of effect of sweetness from all the hop flavors. It's a pretty full body, actually. It's not syrupy. It's not sticky on my tongue or anything. It's pretty dry, but not an explosion of bitterness. Very palatable and very nice. At 8.4% alcohol, there's no harsh yeasty bite or booze or anything. Everything is pretty mellow except for the hop aroma and flavor. And now that I got it on my tongue and the back of my throat, there's a little bit of some sort of rye, spice, breadiness, and heat. It combines and brings out a little bit of the muskiness of the hops, of that resinous quality. This is very good. And there are just so many, not mediocre, but just okay double IPAs out there that can blow your tongue away with flavor and bitterness. But this does it in a way that it's just all about the flavor and not bitterness, and the aroma. I guess the aroma is what's really special. Is that I can get all those smells before I even get it on my tongue. And that makes the experience much more well-rounded and satisfying. And it keeps me coming back for more. With some double IPAs, it's like, okay, I got the idea. And you're like, okay, I wish I could just move on from this and drink just a pale ale after you have a few sips. But this one is irresistible. And yeah, I don't know. I guess their heavy metal has higher ratings, but that's just because people will think, oh, more intense, higher ratings. I guess that maybe they do hop, like give it twice as much hops or something like that, which would be interesting. But why don't they just make this version with twice as much hops and see what happens? Maybe it wouldn't work out, but when you get that intense and boozy and strong and bitter, I just don't find myself going back for more sips. I prefer the 8 to 9% range of double IPAs. There's lots of tiny bubbles coming up. It's not like a wild bottle conditioned beer or anything. But it's definitely helping the aroma. And this is just still perfect after 7 days. And I feel like the Citra and the Amarillo hops are combining really well. The Citra might still be standing out a little bit, just because it seems like a lot of the flavors that are in Amarillo are also kind of in Citra a little bit more. So this is just helping them blend together. But maybe it has plenty of that grapefruit orange classic hop aroma mixed in with some tropical fruits. It's not all just smelling like tropical fruit salad. But it's got plenty of that. And it's not too garlicky. There's a little bit of smoky onion, green onion. But it's not like some like Citra and Mosaic beers that are just like very dank and marijuana-y. This is more about just a huge collection of tropical fruit juices that isn't mind-blowingly new flavors, but it just got a lot of different flavors. It's definitely definitely worth trying if you can ever get your hands on this one. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Maybe 9.25. It is very good. Later, dudes. Metal.